All right, so you work a lot with parents.
Yes.
In that sort of role, and you have some stories around that. Mm-hmm. So let's start there.
All right. So when I was working in the community before I came more to the clinic-based, I had to work even more with parents because a lot of times I was in their home. And so there were two particular parents that I will forever remember because they asked me to do stuff with their kiddos that I was like, there's no chance this kid's gonna ever do this, but sure, I'll go ahead, give it a try.
Yeah.
So the first one was a mom. I came in, kiddo's 17, has never spoken a word in his life.
Okay.
Coming from another BCBA, and mom goes, I want this kid to talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sure. He's fluent on LAMP. He has forms of communication.
Okay.
Communication is far not the biggest issue. There's still a lot of other things in my mind that I think we need to tackle first. Mm-hmm. But mom really wants vocalizations. And so I said, how about this? I'll dedicate half of my programming to vocalizations, half to what I really want to do based on what I've assessed and shown you and everything. And she said, okay, cool. And so just started out, with your gross motor imitation, then to fine motor, then to oral motor. And within a month, this kid started making vocalizations and doing a coax. And I talked with the Bob. I said, I'm so glad you pushed for this because I would have never included this in my programming. And so soon enough, the kid was saying mama. Nice. And so even though it's a 17-year-old.
She's a 17 is probably like, has her pouring, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She lost it every single time. Yeah. And so, he would even just say like, "Ba" for ball. He loved basketball. Yeah. And so even those little things, although he could say all of that via LAMP and he had ways to say it and everything, he got super excited and super pumped. She got super excited, super pumped. And so I got that buy-in with the mom. And then also it really helped with other programming too, because I gained such instructional control with the kid that I may not have gotten with other programming.
Real quick, what's LAMP? I haven't heard of that.
Yes, so it's a type of AAC. Okay. There's like 60 icons on the front page. Okay. It's honestly very difficult, at least coming from no background to LAMP to a kid who's fluent in it. Oh, okay. He thought it was really funny for me to like try to type something out. Okay. His all-time favorites, which I'm very fluent in these, is I can do fart, I can do stinky, I can do underwear, I can do all of those types of things. If you ask me maybe where Apple is, I may not know where that is. But yes, it's kind of like Prolo, but like itty bitty buttons.
Yeah, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So some of the lessons pulled out of there?
So I think the first lesson, since it was one of my very first clients as a BCBA, was that I should never go in thinking I'm going to do XYZ programming. Yeah. That I need to be flexible with what's going on with the family, flexible what's going on with the learner, and flexible in knowing what to push, what not to push.
So did you like redesign the way that you approach these things now, like with parents?
Yes. Exactly. So now, especially being here at the center, I have the luxury of having the parents come to me for parent training. Yeah. All of our parents come twice a month for an hour. And one of the things I incorporate with every single training opportunity is I ask them what are their top 3 concerns at this time, and then what was something they liked from the training, and what is something they would either like to see more or less of, or include or not include. Cool. And by having that, it has totally just changed the way I've approached parent training, approached programming itself, and it's now just kind of part of what I do. And I've gotten a lot of great feedback from the parents, and it can be difficult at times, definitely, especially to hear, I don't want you to really focus on XYZ. And it's like, all right, let's talk through that. Why is that? But it spurs, I think, some really good, honest conversations. And it also helps me make sure I'm looking beyond the 4 walls of the center.
Yeah.